Peace, love, and light, everybody. This is Azizah Nubia here with another video vlog. And in this vlog, I wanted to address a specific concern that floats around the natural woman cipher every now and then. And I thought, why not right now? Because you know me, I'm always about when the moment happens, do it, act on it. Like right now, let's just address it and squash it right now. Natural Woman Magazine is not a feminist movement. It is not a group of black feminists. I do not support feminist movements. I am RGB till I die. Now, just because I do not support feminist movements does not mean I'm against women, but I understand that the feminist movement is a fight for the white woman against her man, because her man is the one that puts her down. That has been their history for all throughout history. You know, that has been their history since I can remember. She does not have the equal rights. You know, black women, before white supremacy was in play, we didn't have that problem with our men. You know, because they understood our purpose, we understood theirs. We can work in balance. But the feminist movement stems from white women's problems with their men, how they control everything. They can't do this, they can't do that. They're only good for breeding. So no way, shape, and form is Natural Woman a movement for feminism. Natural Woman Magazine is a movement for the black community. Although it has a specific interest in women, that does not make it a feminist movement. We have a specific interest in women. One, because I am a woman. I understand that we lack a voice, especially as black women in our communities, that we have more potential than what we know, and that there are ways for us to tap into that potential and make changes in our society. Not only will those changes help uplift black women, but they will uplift our community. When they uplift our community, they uplift our men, they uplift our children, it uplifts our environment. So Natural Woman Magazine, yes, it is a movement for women, but our focus is to end the struggles of our people. As women, especially black women, we need to understand that there's no possible way that we can be feminists and be against our man, because our man is not in a position of power at all. Black men are not in a position of power, so how can they oppress us? The true oppressor is the one that's making it hard for the black man to be what he is. Our true oppressor is white supremacy, and that's our problem. That's what we need to face, and that's the system that needs to, I don't even say need to change, that's the system we need to stop living in and stop operating in. As black people in a black community, we need to start depending on each other. We got to deal with a lot of issues mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Now, not this, and I'm not saying all of this to say that all black men are perfect, all black men are wonderful, because there are plenty of black men who do women wrong. I have been in a relationship where I've been physically abused. You know, men do that, women are raped and beat, and those things are not, Natural Woman Magazine addresses those things, and those things are not acceptable. And we understand we have those issues in our community. But the overall purpose of the magazine is to bring the black community together, to uplift the women. Women being uplifted and being empowered in our community is so important, because we birth babies. We bring in new life. We set the vibrational tone for their existence. We love and cater and nurture our men. We love and cater our environments. We love and cater each other. Women, there are a lot of issues that we need to deal with. We need to deal with our sisterhood, why we don't love each other, why there's so much competition. Why can't we be each other's support? We got issues on our children. It's crazy now. These schools, this homosexuality thing, we have issues that we need to deal with that only a woman can deal with them. But in order for, I can't say not only a woman, it's going to take the black woman and the black man to deal with them together. But it's not going to work if the woman or the man ain't got themselves right. All right? It's all going to take an individual effort just as much as it's going to take a conscious, collective effort to change the conditions and our situations that we are in. Natural Woman Magazine was simply created to give the women the tools they need to create a better reality for themselves and their family. It is not a movement for feminism. I'm sorry. That's not what we're about. We love our black men and will always be a supporter with them and will always be on the front lines with them as we fight against the system of white supremacy that holds our people down. Now, Natural Woman Magazine, another thing that I want to address with this is Natural Woman Magazine. Of course, anybody can read it. It has a lot of great information in there, from health, natural hair tips, healthy living tips, great stories, stuff you don't necessarily will find in mainstream media. But that does not close the door to other ethnicities. All right? Natural Woman Magazine is for all women. But there is a specific interest in women of color that you will always see predominant through our magazine. And that is because the current standards of beauty right now, you don't see any real black magazines anymore. Trust me, Ebony and Essence and Jet are white owned now. They used to be black owned. They're not. They're white owned. So Natural Woman Magazine will always be a face and an image and a representation of colored women, of black culture, of African culture, of indigenous culture. It has to be that. So it's not a part of any kind of crazy agenda but the black agenda and changing our communities. And when I say black, I'm not just talking about African Americans. I'm talking about people of color throughout the planet who are oppressed, either by the system or by the lover in their house or whoever. Nobody should live a life under oppression. And Natural Woman Magazine wants to give women the tools they need to create a better lives for themselves and our community. So I hope this clears things up for some of you guys who feel that Natural Woman Magazine is a feminist movement or feel that we're not for the people or for our movement or for or for men. We have had 2 men on the covers of our magazine. How are we not about men? We are all about positive relationships and restoring positive black female and black male relationships. Natural Woman Magazine is a solution, because I'm tired of always talking about the knowledge and what can be done. I wanted to create something that can be used as a solution, just like everyone else. This is just my lane to play. This is my role to do. This is what I'm sitting here for. So that's it. I'm going to skedaddle right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.